Hi, I'm Jessica. I love essential oils and I am just so excited about doTERRA that I really just want to take the time to talk to you about it. Thank you so much for listening. After this short little presentation, please get in touch with me. You can find me on Facebook, facebook.com/EOS with Jessica, Essential Oils with Jessica, or you can email me at doterraipc.jessica@gmail.com. All right. I had my first real aha moment when it came to essential oils when we moved here. I think it was the combination of the stress of moving, plus the airplane germs, and then a whole new climate. My whole family got sick, just really bad colds. But our 4-month-old at the time got really sick. His cold turned into a double ear infection. It was so obvious. He was just screaming and pulling on his ears and was crying, and he was so miserable and in so much pain. And we were new to the area. I didn't have a pediatrician picked out. We didn't even have our health insurance set up yet through my husband's job. I really didn't know what to do, but I had some of these oils on hand because I had a friend that I met through blogging, and she started promoting doTERRA. And I was curious enough to make a purchase, but I didn't realize the value of what I had, and I didn't know how to use them. So I got in touch with her and I said, look, I'm desperate. My baby is in so much pain and I just need something to get me by until I can get him into the doctor tomorrow. And she said, ear infection, that's easy. It's as simple as taking lavender essential oil, 1 drop on a cotton ball, and Melaleuca essential oil, another drop on the cotton ball. Basil would have been nice, but I didn't have it in my kit, so I just used 2 oils and I just pressed it to his ear, kind of rubbed his ear, rubbed around his ear, and then I just held it to his ear. And I'm not exaggerating, in less than 5 minutes, he stopped crying. He stopped tugging at his ears, and he kind of started to smile. And then he went around and started rolling and trying to play and acting like a healthy 4-month-old. So I did this a couple times throughout the day. I actually took athletic tape and I taped that cotton ball to his ear so he couldn't pull him off. And he was fine. He was clearly not in any pain anymore. I never even took him to the doctor's office because he really didn't have an ear infection anymore. So that was just kind of, it triggered something in my mind like, okay, there is something to these oils and I need to know more. And since then, we have used these essential oils for migraines, muscle cramps, burns, when you're cooking and you burn yourself, lavender is great for that. Just so many things. And so I have just gotten really excited about this company. I am not a salesperson, but I am a communicator, and I love to talk about the things that I love. And I really love that these oils have changed my life, and they have changed my family's life. And I just want to share. I want to share my oils. I want to share my story and this opportunity that I have found so that I can empower you to help yourself. Whether it's, health insurance is changing in this country and doctor's offices close. They close at night, they close for the weekend. And, that's normally when sickness seems to strike, at least in our family. And I love knowing that there's something that I can go to regardless of my situation. Let's talk about toxins for a second. We've all heard of these, right? We've heard of green cleaners and detox smoothies and toxin-free art supplies, things like that. It's pretty common knowledge that toxins are bad and that we need to avoid them. But unless we're living in this organic bubble of purity, we're going to be exposed to toxins on a daily basis. And they get absorbed into our system in 5 ways, like our 5 senses, okay? Smell is the first one. And actually, whether we can smell them or not, we're breathing in toxins from pollutions around us every day. Did you know that you can absorb toxins into your body through your largest organ? Yeah, our skin is our largest organ, so everything that we touch is going to come into our system. The quickest way anything gets absorbed, whether it's nutrients or toxins, good or bad, is through our mouth, and specifically under our tongue. So every time we eat, something that is getting into our system, whether it's healthy food, which we hope is actually healthy and not, exposed to hormones and herbicides and pesticides, or whether it's that junk food treat that we're indulging in that has who knows what in it that is actually bad for our bodies. And then doctors have even found medication that goes specifically under your tongue, and those are called sublingual, I believe is how it's pronounced, pills. And they use them in emergency situations because anything under our tongue gets absorbed into our bloodstream like immediately. So they use this kind of medication for patients with heart attacks. So anything we take into our mouth, and especially under tongue, gets absorbed into our systems very quickly. And then our last two senses is what we see and what we hear. We live in a crazy, scary world, and the experiences around us that we see and things that we hear turn into our thoughts. They turn into what stresses us. Sometimes we can get anxious or depressed, and this nervousness is not good for us. It's actually a toxin to us emotionally and physically. So basically everything we do, everything we breathe in, touch, see, hear, smell, taste is going to be in our systems, whether it be for our benefit or for our detriment, like is the case with toxins. But nobody tries to hurt themselves. I don't know anybody who actively seeks out toxins. In fact, we all really just take care of ourselves, right? We do things every day. Exercise, drink water, get enough sleep. That's going to be good for us. I think that all of us brush our teeth in the morning before we leave the house. And brushing our teeth is good. It is good to take care of our mouths and our teeth and our gums, right? But did you know that that toothpaste you're using is probably chock full of toxins? A quick Google search can list just a whole bunch of toxins that are in all of the leading brands of toothpaste. But I'd like to talk about three real quick. Surfactants. Surfactants are what makes the toothbrushing experience enjoyable. It's the bubbly, foamy, goodness part of the toothbrushing experience. But these have actually been found to be skin irritants. They disrupt hormone and endocrine functions and have been shown to cause gene mutation. Okay, the second one I'd like to talk about is trisodium phosphate. This is an ingredient that was actually used in household cleaners up through the 1960s when they were finding, wow, this is really bad for our environment. We need to take this out of all those. But, everything in moderation. A little bit isn't going to hurt anything, so we can just leave it in that toothpaste, right? Yeah. It has a pH level of 12. And after a lifetime of using this ingredient, you can start to blame gum bleeding, nerve inflammation, and even a damaged liver on this ingredient. Okay, the third one, sodium fluoride. We've all heard of fluoride, right? This is one of the main ingredients in toothpaste and rat poisoning. Most toothpaste contains enough fluoride in 4 ounces to kill a small child in 2 hours. Nazi Germany added fluoride to the water that they gave their prisoners because they found that it made them more docile and easier to control. I don't know why it's in toothpaste. There have been studies done, even as far as back as the 90s, that disprove the theory that it helps prevent cavities. I do believe, however, that it is important to be mindful about what goes in our bodies. As consumers, we have the right to educate ourselves and to make decisions that are best for us and our families. And this is really what all of this is about. This goes beyond toothpaste. It goes into knowing what's in the drugs that our pharmacists are offering us. There was a study done, and it studied over 20,000 children, and basically it concluded that Tylenol, just once a month, raises a child's asthma risk 540%. The way I see it is that we have two choices. We have modern medicine, and then we have nature solutions. And absolutely, there is a time and a place for modern medicine. I am not going to deny the miracles that they can perform in these life-saving operations. And I personally am so grateful to the nurses and the doctors that have worked with me in my really complicated, difficult pregnancies, and who have helped me and who have brought our two beautiful children into this world. I'm so grateful for them. But I don't think that we need to be running to the pharmacy and to our doctors for every little complaint in our lives. Just like we can exercise and take vitamins and eat right to keep ourselves healthy, we can use these essential oils. They are nature's solutions. There are no negative side effects found. They are non-addictive. And you don't have to spend money on the prescription when you use these. You're not missing work when you're sick to go to the doctor. You don't have to worry about co-pays. And they're so potent that you're managing your symptoms one drop at a time, literally pennies each use. So do they work? I think so. And you don't just have to take my testimony for it. They have been proven to be 50 to 70 times more powerful than herbs. These essential oils, they come from plants. I happen to have just picked up the eucalyptus. It is a plant-based product, and it's found naturally in plants because it's sort of the plant's immune system. Essential oils can help the plant get rid of a virus, or it can ward off predators. It can invite insects that are needed for the pollination. It's really just what keeps a plant healthy. And thousands of years ago, people discovered that they could harvest these essential oils and it would keep them healthy as well. Not all essential oils are created equal. No way, absolutely not. The FDA does not regulate essential oils. So that means that when we go down to our local store, even health food stores, and we find essential oils on the shelf, we don't know what's in there because there are no rules specifying what needs to be in there and what cannot be in there. Even when a label says 100% pure, what is? Ask yourself that question. What is pure? Is one drop in this entire bottle 100% pure? Because there's nothing that says the whole thing needs to be. Oftentimes, these oils are filled with fillers or synthetic oils, and even if it has some of the pure oil in there, we don't know if it was grown organically, we don't know if it was harvested appropriately, if it's free of chemicals and pesticides. More than likely, it's not going to be effective, and in some cases, it can even be dangerous. What sets doTERRA apart and what I love about them is that they are committed from the very beginning to bringing you the best quality essential oil available. And when I say best quality, I don't just mean in comparison to everyone else. I mean perfect quality. They grow their plants in its natural environment. For example, our lavender comes from France, and our frankincense is actually grown in Oman. They are harvested at the time that is best for the plant, and in order to maintain the oil's integrity, whether it's steam distillation or pressing. And then, whenever they have a big batch of oil created, doTERRA actually outsources this to different companies to do their testing. Non-doTERRA companies do the testing to bring back results that can prove that these are completely pure, organic, no pesticides, no chemicals, no fillers. It's just 100% pure plant oil, essential oil in this bottle, which makes it not only effective, but incredibly safe. So safe that they can be taken internally. And because of that, all of these bottles, I know it's too small on the screen, but if you can get your hands on one of these bottles, you can see it. There's actually a supplement facts label on doTERRA essential oils, just like vitamin bottles would have, because they're recognized as being safe enough to ingest. Which brings me to the topic of how do we use these oils? Well, we can invite these oils into our systems just like everything else gets into our systems through our five senses, right? So we can breathe them in. I have a diffuser going right now with some eucalyptus in it because eucalyptus is really good for our airways and just making it easier to breathe. doTERRA has a combination oil that they've created, actually titled Breathe. It's great for asthma. It's been proven to help with the croup emphysema, bronchitis, the common cold. So these oils are great to just inhale, to breathe in, to strengthen our lungs. You can use essential oils even if you're not sick. Like I have lemon up here. Any of the citrus oils are great to diffuse. They're really like happiness in a bottle. They just smell so good, and they have been found to be very uplifting. So and they clean your air as you're diffusing them. They kind of purify the particles in the air and get rid of those pollutants. So they're detoxing the air as you breathe them in and just enjoy their scent. We can use essential oils topically. This is amazing. Peppermint is great for a fever. So how sweet when you have this new little infant that you can put just a single drop of peppermint on the bottoms of their feet to bring down a fever. No need to give this beautiful, perfect little body a toxin like Tylenol that is going to have negative effects on them, perhaps long term. Okay, there's a story in history that I absolutely love, and it's about a band of robbers, and they were more looting than they were robbing, but they were still stealing. And it was in medieval Europe when the Black Death, that plague, was just going crazy, just taking out like a third of the population, I think, because this disease was deadly and it was so contagious. But these robbers never got sick, and they were stealing off of the corpses of the victims of this Black Plague. So they were, in very close contact with the plague, and they were stealing the jewelry and the clothes and the money, whatever they could find on these bodies they were taking. And for years they did this. And so finally authorities caught up with them, and they were like, we really just want to know why you're not dead. How are you doing this? Well, it turns out that these robbers were perfumers and spice traders, and they believed in their product so much that they would cover themselves in their spices like cinnamon and cloves and before they would do their looting, and then they would go and do their robbing, and they were obviously protected. Isn't that amazing? So we can use them topically. That's where that story came from. And doTERRA, when I say doTERRA has actually used a lot of those same spices that those robbers had taken, like the cinnamon and the cloves, oranges, eucalyptus, and they've created this bottle of On Guard. And On Guard is one that we can take internally, which is the third way that we can get essential oils into our systems. Anything in the mouth, and especially when we put them under our tongue, is going to be very effective very quickly. I get wonderful results when I use frankincense, just a single drop under my tongue with lemon every morning. Really helps with the blues, great for postpartum depression, seasonal depression, and I've kind of struggled with that, and so I've really enjoyed having that option. But back to this On Guard. It has the cinnamon and the cloves and the oranges, and it is just an immune system boost. It's really great for just keeping germs away. Okay, we started out by talking about toxins. So now I would just love to talk about something that beats toxins. And I think we've all heard of these. We've heard of antioxidants. Antioxidants, they save the day, right? What they do is they absorb so that our bodies can flush out free radicals. Okay, free radicals cause cancer. Free radicals cause inflammation, which leads to disease. So they're bad, and antioxidants are good. And we've heard of different foods that are really high in antioxidants, and what that means is that they're high on the ORAC scale. It's ORAC, and it stands for the Oxygen Radical Absorption Capacity Scale. So the higher the number on this scale, the more effective this food is at getting rid of the free radicals from our body. Berries are really high on this scale. Blueberries are over 6,000 on the ORAC scale. That's amazing. Cranberries are almost 10,000 on the ORAC scale. That's just great, right? Well, it gets even better than that. On Guard has cloves in it. Cloves are rated 1.78 million on that scale. Cinnamon is rated 1.5 million. This is one heck of a bottle of antioxidants. On Guard boosts our immune system. On Guard beats cancer. What if I told you that you could get the benefits of this essential oil daily without having to do much different, without having to introduce a new habit into your life? Well, it is as simple as swapping out an old habit with a new one. This is toothpaste. I used to brush my teeth with poison. We talked about that earlier. But now I use On Guard toothpaste every day, and so does my family, even my children, because it is 100% safe and effective. It even fights gum disease because one of the ingredients in it is myrrh. And I have a little story. I just learned about this. My upline, that's what we call someone on our doTERRA team who's ranked above us and who's really our guru and our teacher. And she was telling me this story about a lady who was almost 70 at the time this story took place, and she went to her dentist and had severe gum disease, and the dentist said, "You need surgery. There's nothing else I can do for you. You need surgery." And she really wasn't ready for that. And somehow or another she came in contact with doTERRA and started using doTERRA toothpaste. That's the only thing she did different. For 6 months was she used On Guard toothpaste instead of her normal toothpaste. Then she went back to her dentist and he was shocked. He's like, "You don't need surgery. You really don't have gum disease. What did you do? Tell me. Because I didn't see a cure for you beyond surgery. Like, what is this?" And I think it's because of the myrrh, which has been clinically proven to combat gum disease. This is fantastic. So, there are a few ways to get this amazing product, and now is the time to do it because doTERRA is having their New Year, New You promotion, and they want to give their new customers $100 towards essential oils. This is amazing. That is a lot of On Guard, or lavender, or breathe, or eucalyptus, whatever it is that you feel you need. That's a lot of it. And I'm just really, really excited for you. So, you can go about buying these essential oils just by going to my website, mydoterra.com/Jessica Myers. You can just click on what you want, make your purchase, get sent to you. Thank you, I love my customers. However, you can definitely get your product more affordably than that. And so keep listening, I want to tell you about this. It's as easy as getting your product for wholesale with a no obligation membership. Think of it like a Costco membership. It's a one-time fee, and then every time you shop, you're spending less for your product. And doTERRA's membership is $35 for a year. Then every time you shop, whenever you want to, it's a no obligation kind of thing, you get to save 25% off because you're buying your product at wholesale. That's a pretty good deal. But what I'd like to recommend to my friends is go ahead and get your product for wholesale without paying that $35 fee, right? Why not? And all you have to do for that is to start up with a kit. It's called an enrollment kit. You're enrolling in that membership without paying the $35 fee. And there are kits for every budget. So you can just go nuts here. If you would like to just start out with their Natural Solutions kit, no, even better than that. You can just dive right in and buy the doTERRA Diamond Kit for $2,400. Yeah, you'd be set, right? And the good thing about buying in bulk like that is the more you buy together, the more you save on the product. Not very realistic. I think we all have a budget, right? So maybe we're getting closer with the Natural Solutions Kit. It is $550, and in it, you're going to have every oil that you could need to replace pharmaceuticals, over-the-counter medications, your Tylenols, with natural solutions. The reason that I like to suggest this kit is because it comes with a diffuser. So, aromatically you can get these essential oils into your system. Love my diffuser, we use it daily. And It also comes with these daily vitamins that I've recently started taking, and I love them. I have so much more energy. These vitamins came to be by a triathlete who got in touch with doTERRA, and he said, hey, I believe in essential oils. I believe in your product. Please let me create my dream product. And he did. This is the result, and I love them. They are vegan, whole food, essential oil infused multivitamins, and the kit also comes with, ta-da, the On Guard toothpaste. So it's really a great deal. But if we need to bring it down, we can. There is a family wellness kit that is offered for $250. It still comes with the vitamins, but instead of toothpaste, it comes with the On Guard foaming hand wash. Still a great way to get this immune boosting oil into your system just by washing your hands with this On Guard foaming hand soap. In addition, it also comes with a family physician's kit of essential oils. And basically, this kit for $250 is like a kit within a kit, because you could even get the family physician's kit on its own. This is what I did. This is how I started out. And it comes with really all the essential oils that you could need to keep your family healthy. It is definitely the best decision I have made when I bought this kit 6 months ago. I'm so happy that I did. It will include lavender, lemon, peppermint, melaleuca, oregano, deep blue, breathe, digest zen, On Guard, and even frankincense. So with this kit, we have treated burns, migraines, the stomach flu, colds, coughs. Actually, it comes with these 3, lavender, lemon, peppermint, and doTERRA came out with an article that talks about 101 uses just with those 3 oils. So you can do so much for your healthcare with just this kit for $150. When you buy it, they throw in a bottle of their #1 selling oil blend, Slim and Sassy. Great for those New Year's resolutions, because it's all about suppressing your appetite and helping you reach your weight loss goals healthily. Okay, with a purchase of a startup kit and a $100 wish list set to process the following month, doTERRA will send you a $100 voucher to use towards their essential oils. This is great. 2014 is going to be a great year, a naturally healthy, happy year. So thank you so much for taking the time to listen to me. Please get in touch. I just can't wait to hear from you.